Hi everyone, I'm coming on to do a card tutorial. Now it's going to be a bit off the cuff because I haven't really got a plan in order. I am going to be using the new Deer stamp set and the detailed deer thinlits. Other than that, I have no clue. So, what I've got here is I have mounted one of the Deer stamps onto. I've mounted it onto my Stamparatus, and it's this one here, the big flourished deer, beautiful, and it's stamped beautifully as well. This is it here that I've done with grey granite, and then I've used clear embossing powder over it, and it's on shimmer paper. Lovely. So we're going to do it again anyway. So I am going to grab grey granite and my Versamark if I can find it. So I'm going to put my Versamark on first. Okay, that just gives the ink a base to sit on. And don't worry about a dirty ink pad. It's fine, it still works just as well. And we go in and just stamp on our ink. And I'm just going to make sure it's all covered this time, because the last time I missed a bit of the antler. Right. Close that ink pad after I've got ink all over myself. And I'll bring in a bit of cardstock. And this is the Shimmery white. Don't know if it will show up on this, but there is a shimmer on it. It's not showing up. So I'm going to need to move this over because I had already stamped that off. Let me just see where that's going to stamp to. Should be okay about there. Put one stamp down there and one stamp down, one magnet even down there. Right, and then I'm going to close my Stamparatus and give it a good press. And I'm not giving it chest compressions, I'm not pushing down too hard on it. Just making sure that every bit of this stamp has managed to hit the spot beautifully. And it has. So I'm going to take that up, close that over and move it out the way just now. Excuse me, I've just burped. I'm going to just pull this light down a wee bit because I'm going to need it for my adding the embossing powder so I can see it. So I'm just going to scatter a good bundle on there and then just tap it over the image. Like so. That's better. And there's a few wee bits of loose, and I'm not worried about it because I'm going to be die cutting it anyway. Oops. So I am going to grab my heat tool, heat it up a wee bit. And then go into my card. There's it. all melted. Just double check that. Yep, melted fine. Then I'll bring in my big shot. Round that off. Put my image down, and I always keep my cut plate on the bottom. I just find it easier. Then I have got my die, and I've just got a couple of bits of washi tape on there to position it. So I'm just lining it up as best I can. About there. Okay. And then just put my do not cut plate on top. And bring it out. And we can put that away for now. Might need it again for a base, I'm not sure yet. Right. Then we just pop this out, and I think that big shot's going to fall. That's a bit better. And we just push this out. Stunning. So, the card base I'm going to keep quite simple. I'm going to take out one of my pre-cut card bases wherever I put them. Where did I put them? I'm sure I took out a wee pile of them as well. Yeah, they're there. Right, so I have got an A6 card base that I am going to burnish. Like so. Got to just leave that washi on there and put it back in so I don't lose it. Okay. Alright, and then I want one of the dashing along DSP. Alright, so I need to grab it. I really have just got too much stuff. Yeah? In my room. In fact, aye, in my room. Dashing along. DSP. I can throw that at the tape. Jordan, when you get down, can you take that wee side plate and cup down with you, please? Right, so this is the Dashing Along DSP, and it is on a offer when you spend over £200. It's a host set. So let me see. I don't know if this will work with the grey granite. Right. I think we'll go with the red. And I'll have a wee shade of that in it. Right. So, get my cutting mat out. Right. And I want to cut this down to 10 centimetres by 14.3. So we'll do 14.3 first. By 10. Okay, so that's going to be my card base. Then I want a strip of that down, I think. But what I'm going to do is tear it. Jordan, that plate and cut, please, darling. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is use this line here. You can see it's like in a newspaper style. So I'm actually going to, let me think, tear it away so that I get a bit of a torn edge, like that. And I will do the same with this side. Pull that back in a wee bit. And I'll pull it down this way as well. Like that. So that's going to go in there. I think I want it a wee bit thinner than that. So I'm just going to take another wee strip along here. Like that. And I'll just take a wee bit more off this part here. There we go. That seems better. Yeah. And I'm going to ink this with the grey granite. I have my Dober grey granite. For some reason one of these blooming pesty ones keeps jamming it. Right, so got that grey granite. And I just want to ink the edges so that it kind of merges and blends a bit. Move that to there, that can go in the bin. So just take that off there. And I will be chopping that down anyway, so I'm not too worried. Just inking over that. I'm trying to watch because the green was coming through there a wee bit. So I was just trying to hit that a wee bit extra. And I will just come in here a wee bit with it so you can see the layers of the paper. And it just makes it a lot more pronounced. Really pretty. I'm just going to turn it round and do the same again. Just gently ink it so the edges are done, and then I can go in and wipe over the top of it again. Like that. And let me just see how much I'm cutting off. Just so I know where I'm inking in. Oops. Put that up there now. Bring in my snips. And I'm just going to snip across the top where I scored it there so I can see. There we go. And that's going to go in there like that. Lovely. Right, so I'm just going to put that down with Tombow, just for speed. Okay, give it a good shake. Plenty. Okay, and I want it over to this side a little bit. And I might need to trim another wee tiny bit off the top, but that's fine. So you can see there's a tiny wee overlap there. Like that. Done. Then we have got our image, which I want round about there. I don't know if I'll put a white belly band across it maybe. Let me just see. Do you know what I'll do? I think I will freehand out of the shimmery white cardstock a little gorilla. I'm indecisive with this one. I'm thinking maybe a snowbank, but no, not doing that. Because I do want it to look quite vintagey. Right, a bit of gold, maybe copper. Let me see, copper. I don't know what one will work best. Copper, I think, works best. Add a wee bit of copper threading around it a couple of times. So on the reverse, I will add a little glue dot. And these are contraband ones because they are absolutely tiny. Right, let me see where my... So we'll go there. And stick the edge down if I can find it. There we go. So I tend to put it down, bring the loop over, stick that back down, and then I will take another glue dot and put it over the top so it doesn't come away. Okay, so the glue dot is absolutely holding that firm. I just want a couple of wraps of that around there, just to give it another feature. Right. So I'm just going to snip that there. And do the same as I've done, which is adding the two glue dots. That's one will go on, bring it on. Come on, you monkey. That's what Amanda got me saying, that monkey. Monkey's what I call my wee man, because he's a nightmare sometimes. Right, so then we've doubled that on, and then we'll add the second glue dot. And that ain't coming off, okay? But there's a little bit of the copper thread poking out there, so that's coming off. And the same at that side, so a little bit of it showing. There we go. And you can see it doesn't add tons, but it definitely adds something to it. Right, so then we're going to add that onto our card base. Oops, go away. I'll fix you in a wee minute. I've got to put that round because the thread just goes everywhere. And I'm just putting this down with Tombow because it's easiest. Make sure I went round all the sides. Oops, missed a big bit there. There we go. There we are. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. What I might do is I have got copper stickers that I got from Amanda. I put them on the beach. Where did I put them? Don't know what I've done with them. Brat. Let's see if I can turn this and see them. That might be in there. Yes. How clever is that? So these are copper as well, which will match the threading. Might just give me another layer to it. Right, so these are from the Tearoom set. So there probably is quite a few tea elements that I won't use. But these wee flourishes and things would be okay. And maybe one of the borders. Let me just take one of them off and see how that looks. Come off, monkey. Put one there. Oops. And I just need to trim a tiny bit off the bottom of that. Like so. That's pretty. I think I'll do another one at the other side. Oops. Press something. And I'll do the same way so that both ends match. So I'll start up top. My hands are a bit shaky today. Just snip that little edge off there. Come on, you. Like that. And then we've got our little deer. Oh, it looks perfect now. Absolutely superb. So he's going up in dimensionals. Right, so I need my dimensionals in here. And I can't find my mini dimensionals. Don't know what on earth I've done with them. So I'm just going to snip a few little bits along here. They're already snipped. So I can fit them in. Because there's a few little delicate bits there that I don't want to chop off. Right, there we go, there's one part. My fingers are a bit numb today as well actually, so I'm not going great. Right, let me see. So these little bits will do for the leg area, I hope. Yeah, perfect. So let me try and line it up on it. Sorry, my head's getting in the way. Just trying to line that up properly. Whoops. There's a little curve on this leg, so I'm just hoping that it works. Whoops, don't want you, I want that one. Right. And then we want a few bigger ones for the body. One there. One there. And I should be able to use one of these wee bits for the antlers, I hope. Perfect. Right, so now to take the backs off all of them. Making sure they're all stuck down well. As I said, this stamp set is gorgeous and the dies just make it. You could easily do these all in your glimmer papers, which if you haven't saw it, there is new glimmer paper out this year. I did do a haul the other day and it is Tranquil Tide, Merry Merlot and Copper. Merry Merlot and Tranquil Tide, gorgeous Christmas colours for this year. Right, so I'm going to put them about there, I think, so I can add, and there's a little bit of that dimensional hanging out, so I'm just going to push it in. And the same with this one here. It's just popping its head out a bit too much. And I think I need a wee bit up here somehow. So I'm just going to pinch a little bit. And there's a wee one there. It should work. I'll just take the back off it. And hopefully it will slot under nicely. Perfect. Right, now what are we doing? Do you know what I think I'm going to do? You've seen the reindeer with the lights tangled in his antlers. Well, I'm going to tangle a bit of copper threading. So I'm just going to wrap it around my hand a couple of times and then work it around. So take both edges and add a wee glue dot to them first, so they're all together. And what I'm doing with this is I'm actually going to roll it so it holds everything, okay? And then I'm going to position it under at that glue dot, alright? And then we just need to tangle it over. Just so it looks pretty. Okay, just like that. Nothing major, just a little bit of something different. Okay, don't know how well you see that there, but I do think it's quite pretty. Oops, that's cut on there and I don't want it to be. I'll put that on that one. Right, so now we need a sentiment. So back to Dashing Deer, I think. Dashing Deer. I think we'll do this one with appreciation for all you do and for your year-round spirit of giving, because that will fit on there nicely. Right, so I am going to, let me see, a bit of same white. Or will I? No, I think I'll use just normal white for that. And I'm going to do it in grey granite again. I'll just put it on with my block. And I'll have a wee test. Just make sure it's working okay. And I like to hold it for a minute just to let things... Oh, that test is wonderful. I don't need to do it again. Don't you just love that? When things work when they're meant to work. Right, so I'm going to grab my little guillotine. We don't need a big one with this little sentiment. I'm just pushing it right up to... In fact, I'll do it that way first. I'll do the sentiment lined up so that I know it's straight. And we need this side done. So I'm just lining that up like that. Give it another wee inch there. That look okay? Yeah, looks fine to me. They can go in the bin, these can get reused. And these are going on dimensionals. So 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, 3. And that's it. Done and dusted. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you like it, and I will put some pictures on Pinterest so you can see it properly. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.